back after taking a little break. If it's your first time here, my name is Mario. I've been in the Aircooled Porsche 911 game for about a decade now. Probably had 10 plus already. I've kept some, I've restored some, I've just kind of flipped some, but this video is gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna be giving out some free game, as people call it. I love these cars. I wish I had all the free time in the world to just chill in the garage, hang out, and restore these things. This one I've had over 3 or 4 years now. It's a wide body 77. It still has a 2.7, which isn't the greatest motor, but I love this thing. And today's video is purposely about how to find deals like this. How do you find some off-market stuff, not compete with people, and just be able to lock up a car that can essentially make you 5 figures or more in a few days or a weekend? I've done this before, and not even once or twice. A lot of people are against flippers and people who just sell cars, but everyone wins in this situation. A seller gets exactly what they want, they get rid of it quick for cash, and you potentially as a buyer get a good deal on a car you can restore, you can dump money into and still be at value or less. Or you can make some money. It's not anyone's problem if they go ahead and make some money. People always get mad, but I'm also in the real estate industry for a few years now, and flippers in the real estate industry, they get a bad name, but honestly, it's not always like that. Flippers go into a house that needs a huge demo or a lot of cosmetic work that people aren't willing to do, so they do it. They put a lot of time, effort, money into the deal, and they go ahead and flip it for profit, and that's how they make a living. And guess what? A first-time home buyer or someone similar has a beautiful finished house. Sometimes, yes, there are flippers that give a bad name to the flipping community because it's either not quality work or they do a bad job, sure. But most of the time, a lot of the flippers I know, they do a great job and they get the most return because of the quality they provide. So in this case as well, a lot of the cars that I purchase, I add value to it, and in that sense, I can make a profit on it. Some of them are greater than others. In today's video, I'm about to go over 6 steps that get you a deal similar to this one. Be sure you stick to the end because I'm gonna go over exactly what I paid for this car. You guys will be shocked, as well as the Targa outside. So I'll give you exactly where this was sourced from, how much I paid, how much I could make, and what I've done to the car thus far, as well as with the 82 Targa. Both of the numbers will shock a lot of people. Most people won't even believe me, but there's nothing you can do about that. So be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm gonna be uploading again once a week, getting back onto that schedule, bringing you guys some content, and hopefully, we're gonna learn a lot on this journey. I'm taking this channel a little bit different direction. Still gonna be restoring, still doing a lot of stuff with the cars, but a lot of it's gonna be on the hunt of the cars. A lot of it's gonna be a little bit more of the secrets of the game, which aren't secrets. Everything under the sun has been said, it's been done. It's just people will hear it and they won't capitalize on it, or they won't even do anything about it. So if you stick to it, there's a car out there for you. You can find it. You gotta be quick. You gotta have some funds. If you don't have any funds, work on a way or a job to get you some funds. Get yourself a car like this. Let's get it going. Step number 1, get out your laptop, get out your phone, set up Facebook alerts. 911, Porsche 911, Mercedes, Jag, any classic car that you're looking to buy or possibly searching for, set up a Facebook alert search within the states you're willing to travel to. I'm willing to travel or ship a car from Hawaii, from Alaska, and I was working on deals for those states before. So set up those alerts so that way when someone posts it, it immediately alerts you so you can be the first or one of the first to contact that seller, get the ball rolling. Number 2, Craigslist alerts. Craigslist, a lot of people think it's dead, no one uses it anymore. Surprisingly enough, a lot of people who contact me are through Craigslist. People post cars on Craigslist and no one sees them because everyone's using Facebook these days. So if you look on Craigslist, there might be a car that's up for a few days or a week or two. It's up for a week or two just because they don't get the traffic like they used to. So if you get in there, you find a deal before anyone else does, you can negotiate and swoop it up. Number 3, so again, we mentioned Craigslist and how people contacted me because of ads. Craigslist ads are essentially free. I've never paid for ads. I've thought about it because of once you start making some money, you're like, wow, I can actually put a little bit of money towards advertising and it might gain a return. But as far as free ads go, wanting to buy in your local market, wanting to buy this car, that car, If you post it up and someone in your area is like, I'm thinking about selling my older car, and they look on Craigslist for what they might be going for. They see your ad that you're wanting to buy one, they might contact you like, hey, come make me an offer. If you're fair, you just got an off-market deal before anyone saw it. A lot of the cars that I've gotten were through these free type of ads. And again, if you start looking into SEO, search engine optimization, you can be the top on Google if you want to put the time and maybe some money towards it. I personally don't do that, but there's a lot of people that get tons and tons of leads because of these types of options. I know Beverly Hills Car Club and other people, they are number one on Google because they've been doing it for a while. So they use that to their advantage to make crazy money. But if you're looking for a deal yourself, there's a lot of options out there to where you can literally do free ads, posting on Facebook groups, posting on your Facebook friends list, and then just doing some Craigslist searching as well with ads. Moving on to number 4, post some flyers in your area. Maybe on some telephone poles, maybe on places that allow you to, like, hey, I'm looking for cars, talk to some local junkyards, talk to some used car dealerships. They might have trade-ins coming in that they would like to get rid of quickly, and you're the guy they can call. So there's another option of maybe posting something out in the country where someone might have one of these older 911s in a barn. They are out there. 40 minutes away is where I got my yellow 912. I'll touch base on that car in a different video, but that yellow 912 was 40 minutes away from me in a random place in a guy's barn, and I made the purchase. I ended up putting a lot of money into that car and I still made a profit, but that's the whole point of this video. Number 5 is simple. Getting your name out there as a neighborhood Porsche, Mercedes, Jaguar expert, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to deal with, and talking to people, making sure that they know you are the go-to for XYZ. A lot of deals came through my way through YouTube. People just reach out. I may or may not buy them, but I was the first one to know about this deal of a car that's at a body shop that they're thinking about selling. And at the time, if I had an endless amount of cash, I probably would have bought that car too. Just getting your name out there, letting people know what you want can strike you a good deal. Finally, number 6, kind of ties in with number 5. Go to some car shows, go to local events, meet people. People work with people that they like. So if you know someone that is a PCA member, they actually are able to touch base with people that are doing races. One guy might want to sell his car down the line. You might be the guy they call. So build some rapport, build relationships with people that maybe down the line they'll be like, hey, I know so-and-so is looking for an older 911, this drop top Mercedes. They would be a perfect buyer because there's someone who actually wants to have their first project, or they'll put the time and money and effort into it. And those type of people will reach back out to you and they'll be able to give you a good deal without telling anyone else. Another big thing is finder's fee. People that don't know anything about cars, don't know anything about vehicles or prices, tell them, hey, if you ever come across this looking car, I'll give you $1,000 if I end up buying it. There's plenty of people that I've worked with in the past that know I mess with the older 911s that say, oh, I see those time to time. And I tell them straight up, if you want to make $1,000 for just texting me information about someone who wants to sell, and it's a car that I buy, you'll make $1,000. Trust me. If I make $6,000 on a deal, I do not care about giving $1,000 away. $5,000 is better than 0. And trust me, there's tons of deals out there that your friends, family, past contacts have drove by, saw, and were like, that's a cool car. If they knew, wow, older classic car, connect with this person I know, could make them some money, they would contact you, they'd call you, they send you a snap, they send you a picture of that for sale sign with the seller's number right then and there. There's a great opportunity to make you money, your friends money, and continue to build some more leads for these older cars. So there goes the top 6 methods that I choose to use. The flyers one, I haven't even used myself, but I know it works because there's been tons of areas where I see flyers, even bandit signs of we buy houses, gutter cleaning. There's tons of these people. They use these tactics because they work. They might not work as well as they used to, but they still work. If you're gonna pay X amount of money to get 10X return, trust me, it's still worth it. So there's tons of other ways you can use. Again, there's advertising, paid advertising. You can dump a lot of money into these things and get some return back. I don't do that personally because I'm just not at that point where I want to just buy, flip. I like working on these cars. Look at my last YouTube videos. I enjoy tinkering, learning, troubleshooting. The more I learn on the platform, the more I enjoy it. And that's another reason why I just want to spread some of this knowledge, give some game out to the youth that's kind of trying to get their hands on these cars. They're getting out of touch. These cars are 20 to 30 grand for a very rough example is what I'm seeing. Those are my methods. Be sure to drop a comment on a way that you have found it's a really good way to possibly source one of these cars. Let's go talk about 2 deals and exactly break them down, how I was able to purchase and how much they cost me and what my plans are for them. 1982 911 SC Targa. Bitter chocolate exterior, tan interior. Beautiful car. I bought this car from Facebook Marketplace. I saw it quickly. I think I would just open my phone up. I was like, yeah, I'm going on Facebook, scroll a little bit. Oh, Marketplace. Oh, wow, posted 20 minutes ago. Hit the guy up. I believe that I was able to find his phone number before anyone else. Called him, told him I love these cars, showed him my YouTube channel, and he's like, listen, I'll make a deal with you. I took a risk. There's a lot of risk in buying these cars. I wired him the money for this vehicle. After I FaceTimed him, he showed me the car, he showed me these other cars, and I was like, okay, this seems legit enough. So I went ahead and wired the money, set up shipping to get it from Chicago area, and it was at my house within a few days. So I got this car for about $18,500, plus another $500 in shipping. So call it about 19,000 bucks to have this car running and driving off the trailer in my driveway. That's a great deal in my opinion. People who know these cars from 10 years ago would say, no, that's not that. That's a great deal. This car is probably worth in the 30s somewhere. I could probably sell it tomorrow for close to $30,000 easily, in my opinion. So again, that's a 5-figure, that's $10,000 or more I could make for just buying the car quickly and making a deal with the seller who wanted his price. So this car, it had mice all over the place. I changed the alternator in this car, so that was a little bit, probably like $200 to $300. I actually had it rebuilt and did all the work myself. I had the interior detailed. Shout out Lucas, he did a great job in this car. And I had another buddy of mine do the exterior. He kind of just did a deep buff, and it could be better, but it is a driver car. I actually still have to go through the fuel system because it's still not driving exactly how I would like, but it is a great car for the money. Once I get the car running and driving better for just daily use, this will be easy worth in 30s, and again, an opportunity to make money if I wanted to. So that is one of the cars that I got using one of my methods, which I just shared. Let's move on to the next one. The second car I'll be sharing in this video is my 77 911S. The 1977 is what people consider a middies. It's when the emissions were put on this car to kind of choke out the motor, and these pulled a lot of head studs, had motor issues. Yes, it's resolvable. Yes, it takes money. I was able to get this car from Pennsylvania, 2 hours away from me, drove it home for $9,000. A lot of people probably just said, or probably like pissed. I would be too. This car is sweet. Has a wide body conversion, which some people don't like. I personally like it. It's a 77, who cares? Steel front and rear wide body conversion. It came with original kind of turbo look bumpers, which I still have, but I converted it to the IROC bumpers, which I bought with the car. I had to basically cut and notch these bumper sides so that I can pull them in so that they're not sticking out. These cars, you have to work them. They're old, the parts are old, they're not, the stuff that you use to modify these cars is not original, so it's gonna take some tweaking. I have a lot of time invested in this car. Doing the little that I've done, it still takes a lot of time. I bought brand new wheels for the car, which are in this attic, and I'm planning to put these on here. I wanna repaint this entire car. What color, you may ask? Still undecided. It's originally a silver color, which would be cool, which I'm leaning towards, but imagine completely color changing car back to silver. It's gonna be a lot more money if I want a quality job. I might honestly leave it red because it's a pop of color. I don't have any kind of red or bright colors, and it's already been repainted before. So we'll see what direction I go to. This one I've had over 4 years, like I mentioned. I bought the car through an ad. I had an old ad that I had on Craigslist up for a while, kept refreshing it. A guy by the name of Mac reached out and he's like, hey Mario, I got a 77, looking to get 10 grand. And I was like, or 9 grand. And I was like, okay, I'll come check it out. Took a little minivan, a mom's soccer van with my buddy Gary. We went down to PA one bright early morning and I checked out the car, handed him the cash, we signed the title, I put it in my backpack, threw it, and drove home. There's a video of this exact day on my channel. I'll link it somewhere up here. But that's how I got this car. I probably have a little bit over 10 grand invested in this car now, maybe even 12, 13. It really doesn't matter because of the price point I purchased the car at. I want to make this one a long-term vehicle. It's a coupe, which is cool. I want to upgrade the motor down the line. Maybe put a 3.0 or a 3.2 in it. Give it a little bit more power because right now it's underpowered for being a wide body, yes. It has a really cool interior. It's a rest of world car. It has plaid rear centers in the rear, which is really cool. Interior is mint. It's a black interior. Using a simple free formula of having my ad out there, refreshing it once in a while, being ready, willing, and able to buy the car if opportunity comes is how I was able to purchase this car. Who wouldn't want an Aircooled 911 for this price? I would want 10, even though I wouldn't be able to drive them all. Regardless, this car can easily be sold 25 to 30 grand in a weekend. So again, making 15 grand in a weekend, I could have purchased the car that day, posted it for 35 grand, and probably would have had bites close to that. So realistically, you can make a living, which a lot of people do, buying and selling these cars. I'm not one of those type of people because I'm in the real estate industry now, which I believe is a great place to be. It has a lot of similarities to cars, which is my background, as well as engineering. So real estate's fun. It's a professional environment where you can make deals and everybody wins. In a deal where everyone wins, those are the best things to be in. Provide someone with what they need or what they want in a tough situation or a not tough situation. They're happy, you get a good deal, you can add value and also continue the deal on. I had cars where I sold and made 10 grand and someone resold and made 15 grand. If anyone's mad at that, I think that's their problem. So at the end of the day, those are my 6 ways of finding cars like this, as well as 2 examples I just shared with you. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Again, I'm going to be posting once a week, similar style videos, kind of going through some stories. And not only have I made money, I've lost money. Whoa, of course you're going to lose some money. Those scenarios were crazy. Some of them are still ongoing. Not fun to talk about, but of course, with the good, there comes bad. Be sure to subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know the best deal you scored in the comments. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, be blessed and be superish.